All right, guys, that is day one down. Let me show you what the view is looking like. We got the good old American flag right outside the window. So that's it. That's a wrap for day one. We're in Milwaukee. I'm here for work, so not gonna get wild, not gonna have a whole lot to show you guys. I'm gonna try and get out and do some more bike stuff, but yeah, we checked out the museum today. It was wicked. What a cool spot. A lot of history with Harley, a lot of history I never even knew of that existed, which is really cool. So many different bikes like literally over 100 years old. It is incredible. If you are in Milwaukee, you have to go. If you're a Harley guy, if you're a bike guy, if you're not even into bikes, it's just a cool piece of American history. It's really wicked. Highly recommend. There's a restaurant nearby, gift shop. It's absolutely amazing. The only thing that's hurting right now is our conversion rate. But oh well, what can you do? It is still a lot of fun. So I've got my merch. So yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on for the rest of the night. So let's see what happens. All right, here we are, Harley-Davidson headquarters, Juneau Avenue, Milwaukee. Now, this is one of those places you've heard about forever, but actually being here hits different. Right away, you start seeing where it all began. Early tools, old machinery, stuff that looks simple now, but was everything back then. And what's really cool is how much of the thinking is still here. There's hand-drawn concept art all over the place. Some of it sketched by Willie G himself. Not polished, not perfect, just ideas turned into motorcycles. You start spotting iconic bikes everywhere, and then the rare ones, the kind you don't usually see unless you're flipping pages in a book. We even got to see Willie G's actual office, the desk he sat at, the round table where meetings happened. You can almost picture the conversations that went down there. And then this was the wild part. We stumbled across an old filing cabinet that had been basically forgotten about. Inside, early schematics, concept drawings, photos of Willie G at his desk, right here in the factory. It feels less like a museum moment and more like you're poking around someone's workplace. As we move through the building, there's artwork everywhere. Early ideas for riding gear, clothing designs, ad concepts. You can really see how the Harley look evolved into what we all recognize today. Then we get to this tunnel. Juneau Avenue actually splits the building in two. So for years, parts were moved back and forth through this underground tunnel. I'm about 6 feet tall, and yeah, I'm crouching. The guy in front of me, also about 6 feet tall. It's tight. And apparently someone walked this tunnel every single day, even in winter. And just when you think that's the strangest part, our guide casually mentions the basement is haunted. No big deal. Apparently some stones get thrown down here, and yeah, we might have heard a few.
This is kind of known as one of the most active spots. Again, if you believe in that stuff, this is a place for your mind to go to wander. Doug, who works here in this space, this is still, like, if you have to do work on the building, this is their workspace to do different projects and stuff. He said that often, like, he feels little pebbles being thrown at him as he's working. And I brought my family here in 2023 during Christmas break just to refine the presentation for you all, practicing a little bit on my own family. So my son at the time, I was telling everybody, I was like, yeah, that space over there, it's, you get pebbles thrown all the time, as you can hear. And my son Tyler had something hit him and roll, and it was like a little pebble. And again, is it building infrastructure or just, or the ghost story? Don't know. But again, this space is one that's a pretty active space as it relates to employees and their stories. So.
Down in the basement, you start seeing manufacturing equipment that's still in use today. Back when bikes were built here, they started at the bottom of the building and worked their way up floor by floor, finishing at the top for paint. Along the way, there are these incredible display pieces, like a bike cut in half so you can see everything inside, and even a full Lego Harley, just because, why not? And outside, we wrap things up at Davidson Park. Perfect place to step back, look around, take it all in. This place isn't just about motorcycles. It's about how ideas turn into machines, and how those machines turn into culture. And honestly, if you're even remotely into bikes, this is a stop you won't forget. All right, guys. So, what'd you think of that? That was pretty sick, huh? We got to see some of the most exclusive parts of Harley-Davidson, some iconic spots. There's a lot of talking going on, so I did mute most of the audio, so I will put in little captions on what spot meant what. There's a lot of just insane history there. It was pretty wicked. I'm very fortunate that I got to witness that and get a tour of that. That was like super incredible. If you ever somehow get the chance to walk through there, definitely do. Definitely come to Milwaukee. Check out the shed. Check out everything. It is wicked. Harley history is beyond amazing. I've learned so much that, I mean, most of it's just not general knowledge, right? I mean, it's absolutely public info, but it's not general knowledge. It's pretty wicked. So that is day 2 of Milwaukee here. I have no clue what I'm going to get up to tomorrow, but I'm very excited. I don't wish, I mean, I could rent a bike, but it's pretty cold, so I don't want to rent a bike. But I might get that itch. I might see if anyone can hook us up. So let's see what happens tomorrow.